Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Game of Thrones. This Game of Thrones Thursday. This is the Season 4 finale. Season 4, Episode 10, The Children. Now, I just got done watching the epic, action-packed Episode 9, which I absolutely loved. So I am doing double duty once again this week, watching 2 episodes back-to-back. I don't really have too much to say before jumping in this one. I pretty much said everything I want to say during my recap for the last one. But one thing I did notice is this episode's clocking in at about 65 minutes, so it's probably the longest episode of Game of Thrones yet. So that should be interesting to see what they do here, because usually, at least in the past, they've treated season finales and episode 10s as kind of like a cool down period or an epilogue where it kind of winds things down before ramping things back up at the start of the new season. But yeah, I definitely get why so many people love this season, and it might now be my favorite as well, because there's been a lot of crazy moments, but we've kind of been spoiled up until this point, so I'm not really expecting anything too crazy to go down here. I could be wrong. If I am, I welcome it. I would gladly, and I would love to be wrong if there is something epic that goes down here as well for this season's season finale. But yeah, let's see if this is the cherry on top for this fantastic season. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Yo, we're actually picking up with Jon Snow. I wasn't sure if we'd see him again this season. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
I've been sent to negotiate with you.
They could just kill him right now if they wanted to.
She wasn't enough to turn you, eh?
She came close.
Enough to turn her. Did you see her again at Castle Black?
Yes.
And?
She's dead.
You're here to strike a bargain.
Busted.
That's why you're here.
What's this now? Look at that formation. Love those bird's eye view shots. These guys are legit.
Stand down!
Oh! Recognize those two.
It is customary to kneel when surrendering to a king.
This is crazy.
We do not kneel.
I'll have thousands of your men in chains by
I love seeing characters meet.
Them have nothing to feed them.
Like first interactions with each other.
To beat dogs. Take these men away.
What's a man of the night's watch doing in a wildling camp?
My name is Jon Snow, your grace. I'm Ned Stark's son.
There it is.
Your father was an honorable man.
He was, your grace.
What do you think he'd have done with him?
I don't know if Ned would have killed him.
But he spared my life.
He's just as fair as
My
Ned.
father would have taken him prisoner. Listen to what he had to say.
You can save him.
Difficult to say, Your Grace. And if my past work is any guide, stand a chance. You should know. The process may change. Somewhat.
Change him how?
Would it weaken him?
Oh no.
Very well then.
They're making a monster here, and he was already a beast.
Are you gentlemen?
I have brought you. He came from the sky.
You're sober.
The black one.
I'll just show you my yellow.
He came from the sky and...
What? Oh my god. Killed his kid?
My little girl.
There's 2 of them. She's gonna keep them in here now? I don't know if that place is big enough for them. Dragons look so cool though. I don't know how they're gonna respond to this. I'm not gonna cry over CGI dragons. Okay, Bran, Hodor, We haven't seen them for a minute. I don't know how they're doing it without any toques. I'm Canadian. I know how important the toque is.
We're already here.
Jojen!
They're where they need to be.
Look, Jojen, look!
Right there. I love it. The clouds in the back and everything. Some light coming in. Fuck, grabbed them.
Hold on.
Help them!
Hold on.
Those are like ghouls. Jon Summer.
Hold on!
Somebody help him. Beast mode activating. Chopped in half. Wow. The fuck is this? Fireballs.
Hey, Brandon Stark, come with me or die with him.
Go with them.
She looks like one of the warlocks. He got fucked up.
I didn't want anyone to die for me.
He died so you could find what you have lost.
Going to help me walk again.
You'll never walk again,
What then?
but you will fly.
What? I do not know where his story is going. He's gonna grow wings?
Podrick! Where are the horses?
They were robbed. Oh! Yes. Talk. Communicate, please. Just gonna recognize him.
7 blessings. I'm Brienne of Tarth, this is Podrick Payne.
Send Uncle again. The Hound.
She knows.
Arya Stark.
I asked if you wanted something.
I swore to your mother I would bring you home to her.
My mother's dead.
I know. I wish I could have been there to protect her. Come with me, Arya. I'll take you to safety.
Safety? Where the fuck's that? There's no safety, you dumb bitch. You don't know
So
that by now.
intense.
You're the wrong one to watch over her.
Damn. I was not expecting this to go down this episode.
I have no wish to kill you, sir.
I'm not a knight.
Oh! He was ready to snap her neck. Fuck. Did she just pull a Tyson? Just bit his fucking ear off. This is crazy. Okay. That looked like a way steeper cliff.
You're still here. Fuck it. I'm ready. Do I have to beg you?
She's just gonna walk away?
Kill me! Kill me! Oh, get on with it, you son of a whore.
Is that any way to speak about her mother?
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
The galley's waiting in the bay bound for the priest.
Yes.
Varys,
Varys.
you have more friends than you thought.
Jamie. Thank you. For my life.
He's not going with the plan. This feels like a setup. What?
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Ty. Fucking Shay. He's actually doing it. I don't blame the guy. She did fucking deserves it. I've never hated someone so quickly after liking them for so long.
I'm sorry.
Shay's the worst.
Tyrion, who released you?
Are we gonna see Tywin's end?
Your brother, I'm expecting, always had a soft spot for you. We'll go and talk in my chambers. Shaming your father has always given you pleasure,
All
hasn't it?
my life, you've wanted me dead.
Yes. But you refused to die. I respect that.
I don't think you can talk your way out of this one.
Fight for what's yours.
After what just went down with Shay?
Let them execute you. Is that what you fear? She was a whore.
Think he cares about killing you?
Say that word again.
And what? You'll kill your own father in the privy. We'll go back to my chambers and speak with some dignity.
I can't go back there. She's in there.
Are you afraid of a dead whore?
He said it again.
You shot me.
He's gonna do it again, too.
You're no son of mine. I am your son. I have always been your son.
What have you done? Quickly.
What is gonna come of this? Think they found him.
I want to see the captain.
You're seeing him?
I want to go north. I could work scrubbing the floors.
I'm not going north, child. I'm going home.
Where's home?
The free city of Bravos.
How did you?
Valar Morghulis.
Cuando eres?
Yo. Goosebumps are back. That is freaking awesome. Alright, I guess we know where she's gonna be season 5. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 10, Season 4 finale. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat. That was the best finale ever and the best season ever. I was already heavily leaning in towards saying this was my favorite. I'm pretty sure I did say that going into this episode, but I still wanted to see how this finale played out, and this finale definitely solidified things. This is my favorite season of the show so far. Who knows if the next one's going to be even better, but based on what everyone's been telling me, everyone's saying that this is their favorite season. Yeah, I now understand why, and I did see the slogan, or I guess it was like the tagline of the Season 4 poster, "All men must die." I wasn't sure what initially that meant. Maybe it was just for Joffrey at first. That's what I immediately thought after his death. After this season, every man pretty much died. I can't believe we got the death of Tywin at the end of this episode. There's a lot to discuss. I'm going to be jumping around quite a bit. You guys know my style by now. I just try to freestyle at the end of these. Sometimes I make brief notes. I was considering writing down all the names, but you know what? I'm just going to keep the energy high. I didn't even want to take any break at all. I just want to jump right into this and do this because there's a lot to discuss. We got Stannis, Arya, the Hound, Brienne. Who else? Tyrion, Tywin, Shay. A lot went down this episode. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I guess I'm just gonna discuss things as they come to me. The very end, Tyrion and Tywin and Shay, Jaime, man, I don't want to say I was wrong about him because he still done some shitty things in this show. I've said that before. I'm not ever gonna say he's a full-on good person, but this season more than any, I know he may have, people have said that like he's always been this way, he's never changed. I'm just seeing him from a different light. Maybe that's the case. Like, I remember the story he told to Brienne, revealing that he also told Tywin afterwards about being the Kingslayer and what he actually had to do and how he got the name, why, basically how it all went down is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, he did some shitty things in the show before, but this season, I don't know if it was his bond with Bran or his bond previously with Brienne, and then obviously his brotherhood and his brothership and his brotherly love for Tyrion. Oh my god, I definitely like his character now. I will go as far as saying that. Not like all is forgiven. Maybe he still deserves to die at some point as well. He probably still does for sure, but he's definitely come a long way, at least for me. But Tyrion, yo, that was insane. Once he was free, going through the halls afterwards, even after killing Shay, but with his weapons, he was scary. I gotta discuss Shay though. That reveal, I wasn't sure who that was initially. Like when Tyrion was going up there, I thought he might have been going to see Cersei and take her out. And then even when he got super close, we never saw the head, we never saw the face. And then I heard it. That's what she said, "my lion," and I knew right then and there. Oh my god, Shay. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this properly and understanding this right. was she always under Tywin's control, like from the very beginning? Because I don't think so about that. It could just been afterwards in regards to paying her off and then, I guess, interrogating her and finding out more about her relationship with Tyrion. Or was he in on it all? That's one thing I'm still not entirely sure of. I think he just kind of went after her or got with her afterwards or towards near the trial. I don't think it was all a setup, was it? I could be wrong about that right from the very beginning because Bran got her, right? So, I don't know. Maybe this goes back even further that we'll find out later, but I'm pretty sure he just started hooking up with her right around the trial period once he actually discovered her and found out about her and what she's all about with her relationship with Tyrion. But yeah, still, oh my God, Tywin, he is brutal. Not only we've always known that he has a hatred for Tyrion because same as Cersei, just for him being born, they've hated him ever since. And the death of Tyrion's, I guess, wife at the time was, yeah, I'm assuming that they were married, but it's so unfair. Like, you can't blame a child. Obviously, it's not his fault. Anybody with common sense knows that. Jaime has the common sense. He knew it. He was even telling Cersei that this episode, like, it's not his fault. You can't, in your heart of hearts, actually believe that he killed her mother on purpose or that he had any whatsoever power in her passing, because that's just ridiculous. And she refused to admit it. And Tywin's the exact same way. Maybe that's why, because Tywin ingrained that in her memory and in her brain, brought her up that way to hate Tyrion as much as he does. But man, to sleep with Tywin, to sleep with the lover of your son afterwards, the love of his life, and then Shay, to actually call him your lion, like, my blood is boiling just thinking about that. I feel betrayed by that whole scenario. And I even said during the reaction, I've never gone from liking someone so much to hating them so fast as I did in that moment with Shay. Like, she's dropped down my tier list. I actually really enjoyed it, and I was rooting for the love. It felt like the most real love of the show. Her love between her and Tyrion, like, it was a two-way street. It was never one way. At least for me, I felt that. Like, if that love isn't real, I don't know what is. I feel so betrayed and so broken from that. I can only imagine. I feel the exact same way as Tyrion does because of how I felt and how I rooted for their relationship previously. Fuck Shay. Like, she's gone down my tier list of characters in the show so far. Oh my God. That pissed me off so much. Nothing against the actress, obviously. It's all part of the script, but she did a fantastic job. But I fucking hate her character now. She can burn in hell for all I care. Like, I love seeing her death, Tyrion take her out, and I know it was hard for him to do. Even his I'm sorry afterwards, it had to be done though. And then, yeah, he was a broken man after that. He's like, it's not even Tywin wanting to see his own son dead. Like, Tyrion's always known that. But in that moment, what Shay did to him and what his father did to him with Shay, I can't believe it. Now, it's surprising on another note too, because I feel like Tywin's even above women. I don't recall seeing him with a whore. I don't even know why I'm putting that in parentheses, because she is a whore. I'll go as far as saying that. I know I sound ruthless right now, and I know how bad it sounds, but I don't care. After this finale, they both deserved it. And it felt right seeing them go. Even on the shitter, with all the legacy that Tywin was all about this episode, I feel like his legacy got shit on more than anyone's. Like, with Cersei revealing her love for Jaime and them being a thing, to him dying on the shitter by the hands of his own son. Well, it wasn't really with the hands, but you get what I'm saying. Oh my God, this episode was fucking crazy. And I've only discussed the very ending. Tywin and Tyrion and Shay. Good riddance. I don't give a fuck about any of them except for Tyrion, obviously. But now, and even, I'm pretty sure it's Viserys, right? That's how you say his name. He wouldn't go, it was kind of crazy to see him take that risk, because I feel like he only takes very calculated risks. Even during the trial, he had a chance to stand up for Tyrion. And we know that, or at least, I don't know what I know anymore in the show, because what I thought I knew is not what it seems. So I was going to say, we've always known that he's had a good relationship with Tyrion, but I don't even know that anymore, if who's actually loyal to who. This show is fucking crazy. Like, I don't know who I can trust. There's some characters I feel I can trust still, but for the most part, oh my God, everybody's got something hidden. everybody's a two-face in this show too. Like there's some characters you just know that they're backstabbers, like Littlefinger, but then there's other characters like Shay, where I feel betrayed by what went down. But all right, that's enough of them. I've discussed them: Tyrion, Tywin, Shay, Jaime, Cersei. Let's go to Brienne and the Hound next. That whole reveal when, or I guess it was a discovery when their horses were stolen. Brienne and Pod woke up. They're like, our horses are gone. She's blaming Pod. I was like, fuck. Now they got a journey. They got to travel on foot. And then right after that, that's when she approaches Arya and discovers her for the first time they meet. And I was wondering, I was like, does she know what she even looks like? Obviously, she would love to bring her back if she can, bring her to safety. And then that's when the Hound stepped into the scene and everybody recognizes the Hound. Like the Pod called him out right away. They say the Pod called, basically is the Pod the Rod, but Pod recognized him right away, called him out, let Brienne know who he is. I'm surprised Brienne didn't recognize him. I don't know if they've ever interacted in the past. I guess not, but I thought they would have for sure. And then, yeah, I was actually surprised in the Hound kind of sticking up for her and fighting for her, but I guess there's a lot of stake for him too, because he knows that she's like the golden ticket. Having Arya and delivering her whoever wants her, there's money involved. So yeah, that was very interesting to see him go as far to actually stand up for her and not let her go. And then see them actually fight. That was an epic freaking fight as well. Brienne versus the Hound. And I love seeing Pod and Arya running like as they're going to fight. It's like fight. They felt like an audience of like kids again, but I guess they are kids pretty much. I don't know how old Pod is. That's actually a good question. You guys probably know. Let me know in the comments down below. I guess like the rough age of him. I would guess maybe like 16-ish, but I could be completely wrong about that. He could be like his mid-20s. Not the actor, the character. But yeah, that was a fantastic scene. Brienne, we finally got to see it. I don't know if I said that in the past, like previous seasons. I feel like I might have been like, at some point we're going to see Brienne versus the Hound, but I can't remember if I said that or if I said Brienne versus the Mountain. I'm pretty sure I called one of those, but at least for this episode, this season finale, we saw one of those, and that was Brienne versus the Hound, which was a fantastic fight. My favorite moment might even be of the episode when she like beast mode activated. That's when she built up all her rage and she just wailed on him and then knocked him off the cliff. I guess he like broke his leg from that too. And then Arya, she is slick. She disappeared immediately. And there was a lot of good scenes with Arya this episode as well, but it's kind of surprising afterwards because Arya went right to the Hound. And I don't know where Brienne and Pod went because they just seemed gone from that moment. They seemed like a big open area as well. Like, Arya going to her or going to him? I thought she would have been spotted right away, but it is what it is. And then, yeah, seeing the Hound and that scene with the Hound and Arya, I'm guessing that's going to be their last scene together. Their journey this season together was freaking awesome as well. I really enjoyed that. But I wasn't sure what was going to go down. He begged her, not even for his life, for her to kill him. And she didn't. She was basically just listening to him the entire scene. I thought for sure she would have, I don't know. There's two different ways that scene could have went that I was thinking. One, she finally kills him, X's him off her list, or helps him and then basically takes him off her list. But no, she didn't do either. She just basically left him to suffer and left him to die. So I'm guessing someone is going to approach him. Someone is going to find him because otherwise we would have just seen him die right then and there. But she basically left him for dead. That was a crazy scene. And then afterwards, Arya going to, I guess like some fisherman's dock or something, the ship there that was setting sail. She just went up to him as like a last-ditch effort because she was by herself. Like, get me out of there. Get me out of here. And then when she revealed the coin that I did bring up earlier this episode as well, I thought she was actually going to use it to help the Hound somehow. Be like, I need help in this moment. And then run up to someone, give it to them. And then they were going to help because of the value of the coin. Or she was going to call and say the words, Valor Magoris. I think it's like that. And then somebody would help, but that did not happen at all. She left him to suffer. She used that for her own help, for her own sake. And I loved it because that guy, as soon as he said where he was going, that's when she revealed the coin. And yeah, he fully recognized it and he's honoring it. So she's now set and sail on board. I can't wait to see her arrival to Bravos, I think it is, next season. That should be very interesting because we've heard all about it, but we haven't seen it, right? So yeah, that's going to be big, and we definitely know her arc now for season 5, and I don't know if I'm still convinced about her original trainer. You know, the swordsman? I forget his name, but it was Sir something, I think. But yeah, going back to him, we never actually saw him die. I'm pretty sure we heard it, but we didn't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back there, so that should be very interesting. What else went down this episode? I'm trying to think, like, who haven't I gone over? The very beginning, Stannis, that arrival as well. That was freaking so cool. Seeing him meet Jon Snow, I loved it. Not a lot went down. There wasn't a lot of interaction between them, but the name of Ned Stark, the second that Jon said his name, I love the respect that his name still holds. So many people still have respect for Ned Stark, and I love it. He was an honorable man, and just like him, Jon Snow is an honorable man as well. I love it. Stannis, I feel like this is the best Stannis we've seen in quite some time. I don't know if it was just me, but I feel like his character's been a little bit stale or boring, at least since his attack on King's Landing back in season 2 or the end of season 2. I feel like, yeah, for the last season or so, he's more or less been a less interesting character, at least for me. But now, with his arrival at the Wall especially, like, he's full on interesting again. I can't wait to see what he does next season moving forward. And finally, I do want to discuss Bran as well, because the episode was called The Children, and I feel like we met the children at the end there, and we met, what was it, the three-eyed raven who was actually controlling it? I want to know more about this guy, because he was saying he's been watching him forever. He's been watching him with 1,000 eyes, and he knows all about him. I don't know his one buddy as well, Bran's, I guess his one friend, the brother of the sister that's still alive. I missed his name, but we did see him die this episode as well, and that scene was nuts. This whole finale was nuts, because I wasn't expecting a lot of action, but then when those like ghouls, they rose, I thought initially they were White Walkers. I think they were something else though, just like skeletons. And then that whole attack, and then even seeing the stabbing on Bran's friend, that was brutal. But then Bran taking control of Hodor. Hodor, another great moment there, another great Hodor moment. Man, I hope we get a lot more of those, because I was told, I think it was 2 or 3 episodes ago when I was like, best Hodor moment ever. Somebody in the comments was like, oh, there's something even better. If you think that was the best, you're going to be excited for something else. So I'm looking forward to that, because I love his character. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, because I still don't know what was the point of the journey for Bran and him going there. What it all means. What was his purpose? Why is he there? I guess that's going to be a season 5 thing. I guess it's bigger. He did say, you're not going to be walking again, because Bran did, or he's, I'm going to give you back what you lost. And then Bran's immediately like, oh, I'm going to be able to walk again. And I think it just dawned on me right now, where the 1,000 eyes said, or the three-eyed raven said, I can't do that, but you will be flying. I guess this is my interpretation of it. I could be completely wrong. Don't crucify me, please, if I am. He's going to be having some involvement or relationship with the dragons at some point, maybe even with Khaleesi. When she makes her way over, they're going to discover each other maybe. And yeah, maybe he's going to have a good relationship with the dragons because of animals, right? He's like the visionary guy or the visionary kid. He has that ability, and maybe because of that, he's going to form some type of bond with the dragons, and he's going to be flying one of them at some point. That's my guess based on what the three-eyed raven said this episode. But Khaleesi, we didn't really see much of her as well. The one scene that was kind of sad, I'm almost surprised I forgot to bring this up, was when she locked away her dragons in the catacombs, I guess, because her one dragon, which is still loose, flying around the world, I guess, killed a kid, an innocent child, which is very brutal. She did what she had to do, but at the same time, it was really sad to see, because they were even calling out for her. It was like punishing your kids and then being like, Mommy, please, no, don't come back. Don't leave us here. That scene, it tugged at the heartstrings a little bit, but I even said, I'm not going to cry over CGI dragons. They're not dead. If one of them dies, who knows? I'm not making any promises there, but yeah, I've talked quite a bit, guys. I don't know how long this recap has gone. I think I've gone over everyone. Tyrion, Shae, Tywin, Stannis, Jon, Bran, Khaleesi. Whew, I'm tired. I am worn out. These 2 episodes back to back, these were 2 insane episodes. This is season 4 in the books now. The action-packed episode of episode 9. And now this. We got a lot more action this episode I was not expecting. I thought this was supposed to be a cool down period. I thought they were going to allow me to breathe. I'm going to need a few minutes to breathe after this, but I think I'm going to end it there, guys. This was an absolutely fantastic season. I'm going to go as far as saying this is my favorite season of Game of Thrones. thus far. But as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I am not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.